What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be going over the Bison matchup. This matchup is very stressful. It's very hard for Sim, in my opinion. It's pretty fucked up, but I'll be giving you some tips and hopefully it helps you fight Bison a bit better. Anyways, first thing we'll go over is OD Psycho Crusher. OD Psycho Crusher is pretty problematic. It kind of catches everything with Sim. If you throw a fireball, it goes through fireballs. It will catch you at a low flow, it will stuff your limbs, and it knocks you down, and then you have to deal with all of Bison's pressure. It's kind of the position that it puts him in that makes this move kind of fucked, because once you're knocked down against Bison, it's really hard to get him off you. So as I was talking about before, it catches you at a low flow, so if I just do a low flow here, it catches me. Manual float puts you just high enough to make the OD Psycho Crusher with. So if I do this and then manual float, it leaves me just high enough to get over the Psycho Crusher. You can also do this off his special cancelable buttons too. So if they try and do OD Psycho Crusher straight after you poke him, you'll get over it. So if I do that, I can get over the OD Psycho Crusher. That stand hard kick works too. Just try not press anything too early because it'll hit you. So, you know, if I did this, then press the button, I get hit. So you gotta wait for it to play out and then punish it. Another way you can deal with it is DI it at tip range. If you DI it too close, it breaks your armor. But if you do it from far away, because you're gonna be standing far away most of the time, you can DI it. DI the tip of it. Pause. Another way you can deal with Bison's OD Psycho Crusher is preemptive float hard kick. This is not a reaction to Psycho Crusher. You kind of just throw this out in the neutral, and if he does it, hits, and if it doesn't, you still block in time if you're far away. So just throw this out. You see, fuck it up, you block in time. But let's just say he does it like on the same time that you do it. You hit it, see? Hit it. Let me say again, this is not a reaction. You shouldn't try and react to this, because if you try and react to it, you're going to get hit. You just got to do it preemptively, and if he does it, you can catch it. See. Another thing that Bisons will do is when you're floating, like, they'll wait till your float finishes, and as you're floating down, they'll OD Psycho Crusher. They'll catch you on the way down. If you know that they're looking for this, you can hold that up. Do an OD arch and hold yourself up in the air if you know they're going to try and react to you coming on the way down. If a Bison does hit you with OD Psycho Crusher, a lot of the time they walk back because it's -3. So I'd say the first couple times a Bison does it is to catch them with down back medium kick to stop them from walking back. But then there's a bit of a mind game after it, like they'll do it and then you press a button and then they perfect parry, or they'll level 1 and stuff like that. But 80% of Bisons, when they do an OD Psycho Crusher first time, they're going to walk back. So cancelling the down back medium kick to catch them walking back. Just because Bison's OD Psycho Crusher goes through fireballs doesn't mean we shouldn't use the fireball at all. We just got to be very careful with it. Like, we can't just autopilot chucking fireballs non-stop. You definitely want to keep a fireball out on screen most of the time just to control the ground space, because otherwise you'll have to deal with so much nonsense. So if you see them like walking back and forth, don't be afraid to chuck fireballs out, but just be careful throwing fireballs non-stop. Alright, next thing we'll go over is Devil's Reverse. If you're already in float hard kick beats it free every time. Oh, I just didn't beat it there. Alright, it beats it every time. Like, if you're low floating and they do it, just press hard kick. No matter how they fucking do it or space it, like, you'll catch it every single time. It starts to get a little bit harder than anti-air when you're doing it straight from the ground. So there's two ways I like to deal with it. If they're doing it from far away, it should be a free air-to-air every time a medium punch, like that. Other dhalsim players will tell you to use hard kick, but the problem with this is that it's slow as shit, and then you float all the way down, and then you get nothing off it, compared to this, where if you like combo into this, you can drive rush up. If the Bison is smart, they'll rip their Devil's Reverse early to try and trade with it or beat it clean. So see? So if you see him start to do that, Anti-air with back medium punch, but you have to delay your anti-air, so you have to press the back medium punch once he sticks his hand out. The problem I see with lower level sims in this matchup is that as soon as they see Bison go up, they press it and then they get hit like that. But if you wait till he sticks his hand out, you can get it every single time. Both of these options aren't 100% consistent. Like with the air to air, it will get stuffed sometimes or it will trade. And with the back medium punch, sometimes it'll fly right over you. But there's kind of like not that much of a risk depending on where they land. Like if I do this and he goes over me, lands over there, there's not really much risk. But Bisons can do it to where they can land right behind you, and if they do, sometimes you can get a punish with jab. You can mash jab afterwards and do that. Against Bison's head stomp, the one where he like double bounces on your head, the best option to deal with it is if he bounces on your head, block the first bounce, and then just air to air with medium punch. The next thing we'll go over is how Bison deals with Sim's flow buttons. So basically, the buttons that Bisons use is a preemptive crouch hard punch and preemptive stand hard kick to try and preemptively hit one of your float buttons. If you're up closer too, they can also air to air with medium punch. So your best bet is to try and float just a little bit further away and delay your float buttons and try and catch them pressing, crouching hard punch and then hit them. Kind of like the same thing with Blanca's stand hard kick. You wait for him to press it and then you press your float button instead of pressing it preemptively. Against Bison's scissor kicks, they kind of fucking maul dhalsim pretty hard. And dhalsim can't deal with them very well because his 5-frame button's kind of shit. So, but he does get punishes if they are unspaced. Those are like the main two punishes you can get. What I've noticed that Bisons like to do with scissors is that off block strings with Sim that end in flame, they scissor kick and try and take their turn back, because a lot of dhalsims after yoga flame will try and set up space traps to check a drive rush or a button afterwards. So they'll do something like this and throw that out, and then Bisons will scissor. So a thing I like to do sometimes is off yoga flame is to just backdash. Just punish it. The next thing we'll go over is Bison's back hard kick. This move is fucking stupid. This is literally a Street Fighter 5 button. It's +1 on block without drive rush, and it sets up a strike throw mix up. So when you get hit by it, so let's just say Bison does it, you try and take a turn back. He can combo into scissors if you try and press a button, and then loop into the same sequence again. So then you end up trying to respect it, but then the problem is that they just keep staggering it like that, and you gotta take all this drive chip. So there's 3 ways to deal with it. The first one is that if you know that they're gonna stagger it, is to interrupt with jab, but then you need to like have a read on their button timing and know that they're gonna do it, because otherwise you get frame trapped in the jab. You could also perfect parry too. I hate telling cunts about certain shit to tell them the perfect parry. It's the worst advice ever, but it is an option. You can perfect parry, but then the problem is if they back hard kick and you try and parry, then they throw you, you're fucked. And then the third option is that you can just drive reversal it pretty much every time. Even if they drive rush into it, you can always drive reversal it, as you see. I would say avoid trying to drive reversal it if you're knocked down, because there's certain setups with it where he can make the back hard kick safe to drive reversal, but if they're drive rushing in the neutral with back hard kick, or they're like staggering it like in their pressure, you always have drive reversal as an option to get them off you. The good thing though in this matchup is that Bison's wake up options are pretty dog shit, so once you knock him down, you can kind of maul him. Like, Dhalsim's instant air teleport stuff is safe to level 1 and level 2. And when we got him in the corner too, we can kind of maul him pretty bad with Sim's projectile meaties like hard yoga flame or medium yoga flame. You know, meaty fireball works too. So yeah, when Bison's knocked down, you kind of want to opt for Sim's safe jumps and instant air teleport Oki, and in the corner to use projectile meaties like meaty fireball, meaty yoga flame, because it'll beat level 1 and level 2. He has to wait to get level 3 until he can punish it properly. And that's all I got for you boys. If you liked it, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think, tell me who you want next. I already know who I'm doing next, so no matter what the fuck you say, I'm doing it anyway. It's gonna be Rashid. I know I said Rashid the last time, but that's the next character guide that we're gonna do. The problem is though, like with Dhalsim's matchups, like there's a lot of them that have specialized game plans, like all the ones that I've done, like JP, Blanca, Honda, but there's most of them that don't. And it's kind of just like, you just need to be good with Sim and do Dhalsim shit. So like, for example, with all of the Shotos, except for maybe like Ed. I said fucking Ed, bro, I'm retarded. Akuma. Except for Akuma, all the other ones, there's not really like crazy fucking game plans that I can really make videos on, you know. So there are just matchups I go into where it's just like, just play good Dhalsim. Play smart, you know, not like, oh, I'm looking to do this, play like this and use these sort of buttons. Just play good Dhalsim, you know. But yeah, appreciate all of you who watched the video, and I'll see you later.